In this video, we're going to talk about the Andaman Sea. Now, when you look at a picture like this, you're probably thinking, paradise, right? And you're not wrong. But what's really fascinating is that beneath this beautiful surface lies a powerful, hidden story of incredible life, immense resources, and some seriously volatile natural forces. So here's what we're diving into today. We'll start with the basics. Its size and location. Then we'll explore all the amazing life under the waves. After that, we'll get into the whole treasures and tectonic plate situation, the risks involved, and finally, we'll wrap it all up with 5 awesome facts that you can share with your friends. Let's get into it. Alright, first up, let's just get a sense of the sheer size and scale of this incredible body of water. Okay, get this. The Andaman Sea covers almost 800,000 square kilometers. So we're not talking about some small little bay here. This is a vast, really significant part of the Indian Ocean. It's huge. And it's not just wide, it's also incredibly deep. I mean, sure, some of the coastal areas are pretty shallow, perfect for swimming, but in other spots, the seabed just plunges down to over 4,000 meters deep. That is a massive difference. So where is this place exactly? Well, as you can see, it's kind of hugged by 5 different countries. You've got Myanmar, Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, and India over on the side with its Andaman and Nicobar Islands. That location is super strategic. Have you ever wondered why the water has those different colors? It's pretty cool, actually. Down south, where it's shallow, you get that picture-perfect, I want to be there right now, turquoise. But up north, the water looks more greenish, and that's all because of the massive amounts of silt and nutrients being dumped into the sea by 2 huge rivers, the Irrawaddy and the Salween. In all those nutrients from the rivers, combined with those different depths we talked about, well, that creates the perfect recipe for an absolute explosion of life. The biodiversity here is just mind-blowing. We're talking over 210 species of coral and more than 100 species of reef fish, just for starters. It's also a super important spot for 4 different kinds of endangered sea turtles. And you'll find some really unique creatures here, like the gentle dugong, aka the sea cow, and get this, the world's largest crab, the robber crab, which actually lives on land. Plus, you've got Irrawaddy dolphins and even whale sharks cruising around. It's incredible! Okay, this brings us to the sea's great paradox. Its split personality, if you will. It's a place of unbelievable natural wealth, but it also happens to be sitting right on top of one of the planet's most active geological zones. So underneath that seabed, there's a ton of valuable stuff. People have been mining tin off the coasts for a long time, but more recently, huge natural gas reserves were confirmed, leaving some to call it an ocean of energy opportunities. And here is the other side of that coin. The Andaman Sea sits smack dab on the boundary between 2 tectonic plates. So the same intense geological activity that creates these valuable resources, well, it also fuels Barren Island, which is India's only active volcano, and it's sitting right there in the middle of the sea. Riches and risks, all in one place. Now, that same powerful geology, when you combine it with growing human pressures, poses some really serious threats to the sea, and, of course, to the people who call this area home. The most devastating example of this raw power was, of course, on December 26, 2004. A massive earthquake right along that tectonic fault line triggered the catastrophic Indian Ocean tsunami. It brought just unimaginable destruction to coastal communities all around the sea. And beyond those huge natural disasters, the sea faces a constant battle against man-made threats. We're talking pollution from things like microplastics and oil slicks. Then you have coastal deforestation, which causes extra dirt to run into the water and smother the coral reefs. And on top of all that, rising sea temperatures are causing widespread coral bleaching, which is a huge problem for the whole ecosystem. Okay, after that heavy topic, let's switch gears and end on a high note by exploring some of the most fascinating and unique secrets of this region. Alright, here we go. 5 quick facts. 1. One of the islands is home to a tribe of about 300 people who are still completely isolated from the modern world. 2. The legendary Jacques Cousteau loved it here so much he filmed a movie. 3. For centuries, this was the main highway for sea trade between India and China. 4. Its huge mangrove forests are basically giant nurseries, keeping baby fish safe. And 5. Check out this crazy temperature swing. The surface water is like a warm bath, around 29 degrees Celsius, but if you go down 1,600 meters, it's a constant freezing 4.8 degrees. How wild is that? So, when you put it all together, the Andaman Sea is so much more than just a pretty postcard. It's a stunning paradise, a powerful force of nature, and a really fragile ecosystem all at the same time. Which kind of leaves us with the big question, right? How do we balance enjoying all the gifts this sea has to offer with our responsibility to protect it for the future? Alright, that is it for this video, everyone. Thank you for watching. Please make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, and I'll see you in the next video.